Myself Dr. W.P. Gundule from Kamlanand Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today I am going to discuss the S block element, in which we are going to see the hydrogen bonding. As we know, hydrogen atom combined with the most electronegative element like fluorine, oxygen, and forming a weak bond. This weak bond is known as hydrogen bond, and there are two types of hydrogen bonding. One is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, second is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. And what are the consequences of this hydrogen bonding we are going to see in this presentation. So the topic is second part of the S block element, and in this we are going to see detail about hydrogen bonding. As we know, hydrogen atom combined with the most electronegative element like oxygen, fluorine, and forming the weak bond. Example is HF. This weak bond is called hydrogen bond, and in this case, when hydrogen atom is bonded to the atoms of highly electronegative element like fluorine, oxygen, or nitrogen, the hydrogen atom forms a weak bond with the electronegative atom of the other molecule. This weak bond is known as hydrogen bond. For example, hydrogen fluoride. Hydrogen atom forms a weak bond with fluorine atom of the neighboring molecule, and this may therefore between these two, in this case of HF molecule, hydrogen atom of one molecule and fluorine electronegative atom of other molecule, forming a weak bond, and it is denoted by the symbol dash dash. In other words, hydrogen atom acts as a bridge between two molecules, holding one molecule by covalent bond and other molecule by hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond is represented by this symbol dash dash because it is a weak bond, while the covalent bond is represented by the solid line. And as a result of hydrogen bonding, HF exists as a cluster of hydrogen fluoride molecule, and therefore this hydrogen bond can also be defined as the attractive force which binds hydrogen atom of one molecule with electronegative atom of another molecule, which is known as hydrogen bond. And so again repeating the definition, what is that? Attractive force which binds hydrogen atom of one molecule with electronegative atom like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen of another molecule is known as hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond is much weaker as compared to covalent bond. And now we are going to see the types of hydrogen bonding, and these hydrogen bondings are two types. One is intermolecular hydrogen bond and second is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. And for first one, here is a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Sometimes it is there is an association, but because of this bonding, therefore it is also known as association. And the hydrogen bonding occurring between the two or more similar or different molecule is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonding. As a result of this type of bonding, two or more molecules are associated together, and some of the examples of this type of hydrogen bondings are shown. Because this inter means between the two molecules, name is given. International, like that, intermolecular means between the two molecules the bond is formed, means hydrogen atom of one molecule, electronegative element of other molecule, forming this bond. Therefore, because of this intermolecular hydrogen bonding, large number of molecules come close, and there is association of this large number of molecules, and this therefore it is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And example here shown, example of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So here, for example, this is the example of parachlorophenol, and here this is the electronegative element and hydrogen atom of other molecule. So this dash dash bond is the hydrogen bond. In this way, parachlorophenol, this is the one example. Another ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, C2H5OH. So oxygen of other one molecule, hydrogen of other molecule, forming this hydrogen bond. And another example is ammonia. So electronegative nitrogen of one molecule and hydrogen of other molecule, forming this type of. So see now here 1, 2, 3, 4 molecules are associated together. And another example is water. So oxygen of electronegative of one and hydrogen of other molecule, forming this type of large number of molecules are associated because of this hydrogen bonding. So there is an association because of this intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and therefore large number of molecules are associated together due to intermolecular hydrogen bond. So these are the examples of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And now second one is a intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and also known as chelation. And as we know that this type of bond formed due to the electrostatic force of attraction between hydrogen and electronegative element present in the same molecule. In this hydrogen bonding, hydrogen atom is bonded to two atoms of the same molecule, and this bond formation takes place within the molecule. Hydrogen atom is bonded to the two atoms of the same molecule, and therefore formation of ring structure taking place. So this type of bond is also known as intramolecular hydrogen bond, and sometimes it is also known as chelation. And examples are salicylaldehyde, orthonitrophenol, orthochlorophenol are some examples. So this is the example. So now this is salicylaldehyde, which contains CHO group and OH group. So oxygen of electronegative hydrogen of this OH group, forming this type of hydrogen bond, which is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So this bond, intra means within the molecule. So this bond is formed in the same molecule. So again here orthonitrophenol, ortho position having this OH and this NO2. So oxygen of the NO2 and hydrogen of OH, forming this type of bond. In this case of orthochlorophenol, so OH and Cl. So this is the intramolecular hydrogen. So this bond, and because of this formation of this bond is formed between these two, hydrogen and electronegative, so formation of ring take place here. So formation of ring get closed, like chelation. Chelation means formation of ring in the complexes. Like in the same way here, when the intramolecular hydrogen bond is formed, the ring is formed, therefore it is also known as chelation. So this type of bond is formed in this salicylaldehyde, orthonitrophenol, orthochlorophenol, and so many examples are there. And so this bond takes place between hydrogen and electronegative element of the same molecule, and therefore there is a chelation. Because of the formation of bond, there is a formation of ring, and therefore it is also is a concept here it is also known as chelation. So this is second, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Now after looking these two types of bonding, inter and intramolecular hydrogen bonding, now there are also effect of this hydrogen bonding on some properties, and three properties are there we are going to see. That is one is a melting and boiling point, second is a solubility, and third is a viscosity. So these are the three properties. Only these three properties are affected by the hydrogen bonding. And the first property is so here we can say that hydrogen bonding has much effect on the physical properties like melting point, boiling point, viscosity, solubility, and of the compound. And we are discussing first one, that is melting and boiling point. So in case of melting and boiling point, the compound containing hydrogen bond have high melting and boiling point. So now two compounds are there. One compound have a hydrogen bonding, other compound have no hydrogen bonding. So compound which contain hydrogen bond have much more boiling or melting point. Therefore compound containing hydrogen bonds have high melting and boiling point. It is due to the fact that because of the hydrogen bonding, electrostatic force of attraction in the molecule become large, and therefore larger energy is required to separate these molecules before they can melt or boil, and this is the reason their melting and boiling points are more. The effect of hydrogen bonding on melting and boiling point can be understood by comparing the boiling point of hydride of element of the group 4th A, 5th A, 6th A, 7th A. So here it is shown in the next slide how these boiling point and melting points are increases by the presence of hydrogen bonding. So here these are the hydrides of the group 4A, this is the 5A, this is 6A and 7A. So here now if you see the element carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, 4th A group, and here the hydrides. Hydride means compound with hydrogen, and melting point increases, boiling point is also increases. So in all the cases, see now here, in case of hydride of 5A, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic and antimony forming the hydrides of this type, and these are the melting point increases, and also boiling point is also increases. So in all the case, if the compound hydrides or any other compound, if the compound contain hydrogen bonding, then they have higher melting and boiling point as compared to the compound which have no hydrogen bond in that compound. So hydrogen bonded compound have higher melting and boiling point as compared to the other compounds. So these are the examples of hydrides of group number 4, 5, 6 and 7th A, in which melting and boiling point both increases here. So, and also it is clear from this table that melting and boiling point increases as the molecular mass increases in the group 4A. This is mainly because of the size of element group 4A increases. The number of electron also increases, and van der Waals forces also increases, and therefore melting and boiling point increases. In the hydrides of group 5A, 6A and 7A do not show this trend. In these groups, the melting and boiling point also increases with the increasing molecular mass, with the exception first member. But the first member, ammonia, water, HF, have abnormally high melting and boiling point. The high melting and boiling point of the first member of each group is due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding shown by this compound. For example, boiling point of HF is much more than HCl due to larger bonding in the former. So in this case, so HF have higher value as compared to the HCl, like that other member. So this is due to the depending upon the size and also formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And now in the next property, that is the viscosity. As we can define, viscosity is the resistance to the flow of liquid, is known as the viscosity, and hydrogen bonding also affect the property viscosity. Substances which involve intermolecular hydrogen bonding exist as an associated molecule, and therefore they have high viscosity. In contrast, substances which involve intramolecular hydrogen bonding exist as a discrete molecule and hence have low viscosity. The resistance to the flow of liquid, which is also known as viscosity, and example here we can take related to the viscosity is a glycerol and the ethanol. Out of these two, hydrogen bonding is more extensive in glycerol as compared to the ethanol, and therefore glycerol is more viscous as compared to ethanol. So if you compare example glycerol and ethanol, then glycerol is more viscous than ethanol because there is a more hydrogen bonding in case of glycerol, because number of OH groups are more. In ethanol only one, and glycerol have 3, and therefore glycerol have more, it is more viscous as compared to ethanol. So depending upon the hydrogen bonding, it affects the property. So viscosity is also affected by the presence of hydrogen bonding. So this is the second property, and next third one is solubility. As we know now, this solubility is also affected by the presence of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding can also be provide explanation for solubility of certain compound in water. Compound whose molecules can form hydrogen bond with the water molecule are soluble in water. For example, lower alcohols are soluble in water because their molecules can form hydrogen bond with the water molecule. The solubility of sugar, honey in water is also attributed to the ability of their molecule to form hydrogen bond with the water molecule. So we can say that if the compound or molecule forming the hydrogen bond with the water, then that compound is much more soluble, or solubility is much more soluble in the water. And the compound which do not form hydrogen bond with the water, then they are less soluble or insoluble. In that case, so solubility also affected. So these are the three important properties. One is a melting and boiling point, presence of hydrogen bonding. Melting and boiling points are more, and so viscosity, if hydrogen bondings are more, then viscosity is also the solution is more viscous. And solubility, if the molecule forming hydrogen bond with the water, then that compound is much more soluble in the water. So all the three properties are affected by the presence of hydrogen bonding. So today we have discussed about the hydrogen bonding. As we know, what is hydrogen bond? Hydrogen bond is a bond formed between hydrogen atom and the most electronegative element. So hydrogen atom and most electronegative element, and this bond form is a weak bond, and this weak bond is known as hydrogen bond. And depending upon the formation of bond, there are two types of hydrogen bonding. One is intermolecular and second is intramolecular. And this intermolecular bond is formed between the two molecules or more molecules, and intramolecular bond is formed within the molecule. And we have seen also what are the consequences or what is the effect of hydrogen bonding on the three properties: melting point and boiling point, and viscosity and the solubility.